Daily Horoscope, the 19th of December 2017. Aries. You may have clashes and disagreements with your spouse or partner. And yet, it would be enough for you you feel on the same wavelength. Single, this planetary cocktail promises you one of the most promising days of the year in love. An important meeting might surprise you. At work, you can be creative and practical at the same time, succeeding in your most daring steps. Very interesting proposals in sight. But the moon will sometimes make your relationships with others difficult. You will be reproached for being tyrannical. Taurus. Venus and some planets will protect your married life. But others may be more embarrassing. Everything will be fine if your couple is strong, or if, in case of dispute, you keep calm and make the effort to be attentive to your spouse. If not, pay attention to the risk of skidding. Single, you will want to collect exciting adventures. Only, at the end of the day, you will only experience a painful sense of dissatisfaction. So, if you meet a serious person, and she falls in love with you, do not push her away. Professional worries will darken your horizon. Jealousies between colleagues will come to light. Fortunately, you will be able to trust your intuitions, which will help you discover the flaws and avoid pitfalls. On the other hand, internship projects can be considered with the greatest interest. Gemini. You will probably become a little less dreamy and romantic than usual. But thanks to Jupiter, your relationship with your spouse or partner will be warm and sensual. Be careful, however, that this beautiful agreement is not spoiled by family or other problems. Single, build a watertight partition between your love life and the difficulties you may encounter in other areas. Stay emotionally available, if only to satisfy your need to be loved, who will be brighter than usual. With this aspect of Neptune, you will be content to live new experiences in your work. You will need to be patient until more stable planetary inflows create more favorable circumstances that will allow you to take action. Cancer. Today, think that it will be enough for you to cultivate tolerance and to live love as an exchange or a cooperation, and not as a struggle, so that the problems that disturb your couple currently disappear. Neptune in favorable aspect will support your efforts. Single, in the field of feelings, you will be lucky without knowing it. Someone will love you sincerely, but you will not realize it unless you do a thorough examination of the situation. No planet will influence the professional areas of your theme. Does this mean that you will not work? If, no doubt, but only by duty and without excessive enthusiasm. Still, the many planets that are favorable to you will give you interesting ideas for your professional future. Lion. You will feel an urge for greater marital stability, and you will finally see more clearly about your true aspirations. The planet Mercury, well aspected, will give you the faculty to start on new bases. But you will have to dominate a certain tendency to jealousy and not show yourself too ostentatiously possessive. If you are lonely, the frustration of recent times will quickly end. You will be more surrounded, and your chances of meeting will skyrocket. On a professional level, you will have the initiative because the stars will be perfectly neutral. You will want to impose yourself, but you will not be ready, for all that, to make concessions. This may cause some problems if your work leaves you no room for maneuver. Virgin. Often, you will turn a blind eye to your relationship problems, so as not to provoke open war with your spouse or partner. But this time, you will decide to discuss it with him, without detours or hypocrisy. It will be rather difficult, but you will be able to give your married life a stronger, more stable foundation. Single, this time, you will have no desire to sacrifice your freedom, and you will prefer to live from day to day, to the rhythm of your desires. Dynamic, enterprising, overflowing with initiative, you will be able to mark very important points in your profession. And you will also be able to embark on daring projects without fearing a bitter failure. On the contrary, success will be at the end of the road. Libra. Very sure of you, You risk this time to uncomfortable your spouse or partner. It will not be easy for you to be less domineering. But do you say that the being you love, although admiring your temperament, will feel the need to be able to breathe more freely? Single, you will have a great chance to make a decisive encounter this time. But you will have to open your eyes and ears. Your relationships with your colleagues will improve. Constructive ideas will emerge as a result of colloquia or conversations. In any case, joint efforts will be successful. You will feel more comfortable with your environment, which will allow you to progress and better externalize yourself. Scorpio. If you have been engaged for a long time in a sentimental relationship, you will ask many questions. You will not know very well where you are. It would be best to have a really frank discussion with your spouse or partner. You will certainly see more clearly then. Single, to meet the love, widen your horizons, dare to go out, take advantage of favorable occasions. Exhibitions, family celebrations, local events, friendly dinners, weddings or engagements will be good opportunities. March in this aspect will focus on your professional life, to which you will give priority. If you finish your studies, this impact will translate into entry into the workforce. For others, the weeks to come can be marked by a major reorientation in your work. Be attentive. You should be able to modify your activity so that it corresponds more to your desires. Sagittarius. Venus will be in a bad position in your heaven. But this impact has no reason to translate into concrete difficulties in your love life. You may not feel comfortable in this area. If you are married, everyday life will relegate the expression of feelings to the background. Both you and your spouse will be busy with something else. If you are lonely, you will doubt what you feel, feeling attracted to someone very soon after, become indifferent again. The global environment will be very favorable to natives who express themselves with their pen for pleasure or vocation. If you have written a novel, tales, or compiled a collection of poems, it will be time to propose it to a publisher. It is possible that you will soon find your work in bookstores. If you want to write something, then go for it. You will find your happiness. Capricorn. The routine and habits being the worst enemies of a couple's life, you will have to be more imaginative. Otherwise, your married life will experience rather delicate moments. Single, persist in your very honorable desire to make a new skin in love. You will greatly benefit during this day of the inner harmony instilled by Venus. Enlightened, liberated, you will radiate a very attractive joy and be ready to take advantage of the opportunities created by the same planet. Jupiter influencing a friend sign will give you a boost in your work. Finally, supported by luck, you will be more lucid and more conciliatory. Your career will take off. All sign workers will derive great satisfaction from their activity. Aquarius. Jupiter badly positioned in your heaven will cause some discord in the households, where each partner will come to suspect the other of vagrancy in love. Singles, for their part, will hardly keep pace, too slow to react. They may miss out on good opportunities to build a lasting relationship. In your work, even if you do not like changes, you will discover many positive aspects. Besides, we will help you. Your clear and original ideas will work wonders. Pisces. If you are still free, this astral climate could provide you with an exceptional encounter. This time you will not even try to reason or pass a lot of tests to this person before judging it worthy of you. It will be practically adjudicated in advance. And if you live as a couple, the stars will help you deepen your relationship with your spouse or partner. In the work, you will be interested in staying constantly on your guard to avoid the pitfalls that, under Uranus impulse, your opponents will give you. Your vigilance will be all the greater, as your native credulity will make you more vulnerable than ever before.